Hey, what's up out there, everybody? David Cravens with the Relentless Hope Podcast. Come on.
Can't we just fast forward?
Beautiful.
She don't have to deal with this every time.
Wife, she's so beautiful and such a little savage, I'll tell you.
What's up, everybody? My name's Jahnna.
Jahnna
From Relentless Hope.
Cravens.
He thinks I forget my name, but
She
I really
does.
don't.
Sometimes she tries to.
I really don't.
We're excited to be down here in the 239 Uncensored.
239.
We got D Money over there on the controls, as always.
Dude.
Keeping us going and rolling. We're high maintenance. You guys know that. She has to do a bunch of stuff when we get here. But we love her. Ain't the same without her. And we're excited today now. You've heard me say this about every couple, that they're our favorite couple, which they are at that time. And we got a lot of them we love in different ways. Kind of like your kids. You know, you love them all. You got to love them all. Some of them you got to take them sometimes. Send some of them, you know. It's kind of the same thing.
I don't like you, but I love you.
Buddy, speaking of that, Jahnna knocking these Neven Sunglasses off of here. We'll just get this out of the way. If you break them, they replace them. If you lose them, they replace them.
Can't go wrong.
3 for $80, land, air, or sea. They really are fly. Look at
They're
them,
dope,
guys.
man.
Dope,
They are
aren't they?
so fire. So Neven Eyewear. Thank you, baby, for
Get
me
you
getting
some.
that out of the way there.
No problem.
Let's gonna put those
Got
right
you.
there. There they are.
What about these
Yeah.
shirts, bro?
Oh yeah, these shirts. These Relentless Hope
like
Christmas
these.
shirts.
Silly Santa.
Silly Santa, Christmas is for Jesus. So we love Santa, but we love Jesus more. So to get that, click in the link below. You guys can order it. Everybody knows Relentless Hope Podcast is all self-funded. Only thing we get then, if somebody buys some clean calls, some Nevens or some Flyfit tees, then it kicks us. Other than that, it's coming out of the pocket. So
You gonna
we
try that,
appreciate
Delilah?
Oh, you know
everybody
it?
that
Try
is
it.
subscribed, likes
I'ma
it,
pop
and
Let's
she's
go.
already getting people on clean calls because she
I want you
is a
to
pusher.
try it.
She is a clean calls pusher.
Oh my gosh, for real.
Okay.
That's my favorite drink.
All right. So while we're on here, went a little sideways already.
It's
She's
good,
already
right?
had a clean cause. Is
My 2 hours in the gym.
this? Yes, we were in the gym for 2 hours this morning getting ready because we knew this was going to be an exciting podcast.
He's gritting his teeth.
No, for real though, this couple that we got on here, hands down, we've got friends, we've got couples, but this couple is people don't know because a lot of people put stock in social media. Maybe they don't see us posting stuff on social media every week. Maybe we are not sharing each other's stuff all the time, or maybe you're wondering, this is our couple. And when I say it, if we go out of town, there's never one time that they haven't looked out for us, whatever way it is.
Looked out for my horses.
If it was back in the day, which we'll get into that, they've helped with the kids. Countless times we've done music, but I'm talking about as a couple, as our friends. They are our friends. Like, not that the other people aren't our friends or not that, but I'm saying these are the people that
You can always count
you
on.
don't realize
100%.
how much behind the scenes have been there in our life from the very beginning. So without further ado,
Day
we
one.
got Jarila and Rakiki, or we have Jonathan and Rochelle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Number one.
We finally here.
Yeah, I got to give them 2 of them.
Man, it only took us, what, 6 months?
You know?
6 months.
All right, enough of that.
Talking my
6
friend.
months
For
to get
real.
them in here. Now, many of you will know Jarila. Now, the real name is Jonathan and Rochelle,
Yes.
but Jarila and Rakiki is what we call them. That's
Rakiki.
our nicknames
Gamer.
that we call. But you guys will recognize Jarila as me and him's rap together pretty much as soon as I ever got to Florida. We've done projects together. He's rapped on any side thing that I need, like Florida Strong. He obviously the best verse hands
he
down on that song.
killed it.
Murdered that.
Yeah, you
he
killed that
did.
track.
Yeah,
Everybody
nice
says
joker.
that. He was a Santa Claus
Santa Claus.
in our music video last
Yes.
Christmas for the DDPY Power
Dude,
Cup.
that is such a good
Boy, I
video.
wore that suit the whole
Oh,
time.
all day. And
In between takes, I never took it off.
I asked him, might want to get a little closer to your mic, Jay. Just
Yeah,
look.
yeah. I never took
I
it
asked
off.
him, I said, bro, you want to take us offside? He goes, I want to stay in character.
Stay-
And he
Yeah.
literally
Smart,
stayed in it
though.
all day long, and it was hot. But he was the hip hop Santa in that.
And he rocked that.
Rakiki,
Thank
Miss Rochelle, is our friend,
my
dear
best
friend to
friends.
my wife, one of her best friends.
Yes.
They talk, they send each other gifts, they're there for each other in their ups and downs. Rochelle comes over, lets our dogs out if we're out of town,
Michelle
checks
cut
on
my
her
hair when it was butchered.
cut hair, came in time of need.
Looking like a man.
I'll get teary-eyed. You guys know I'm soft as cotton, but you know, you guys have really been our friends on the behind the scenes stuff. It's easy, you know, everybody says, oh man, yeah, that's our friends and that's who that. But you guys are like our family, not our friends. And vice versa. When you guys went out of town, we kept the boys on your anniversary, and one of them got their head stuck in a Barbie van. I'll never forget that.
Did I send you a picture of that? I was like, oh, by the way,
how old is he now?
Was it little John?
No, I think it was Ethan.
Was it Ethan?
It was Ethan.
It was
Yeah.
Ethan. How old's Ethan? Ethan's 15. Yeah, because him and Jackson are the same age. That's right. So he's a little bit older. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Is he really?
They're all taller than me.
Yeah, they're all big. Jackson's taller than her now.
Yeah, Jackson's taller than me. He was giving me a hug from behind, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Jackson, what the heck?
Yeah, so if you think about that, he's 15. Then he was probably 6.
Yeah.
Maybe 7.
Oh,
Maybe
he
7.
was young, bro.
And they were young, and I just remember Jackson going, Daddy, Ethan's head stuck in the Barbie Jeep. I'm like, why does he got his head in the Barbie van? What is
I was
going on?
like, how'd you get
But,
in
you know,
there?
kids doing it. But so
Boys.
we've all kind of always been there. But to go back, Jerila and I moved to Florida. I didn't know a lot of rappers. I think we were on Reverb Nation.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I was going to go. I had some dates, and I needed a hype man.
Yep.
And we were always like 1, 5, 4. C's was in there, 3, 2.
Yeah,
Everybody
C's,
was
bro, yeah.
competing in
Shout
Reverb
out
Nation.
C's.
Like we
Shout
were
out
real,
to
my watch
C's
homie.
and
Yeah, we
Diamond.
watchmen, bro.
they were on there. Check out their episodes. They've been on
Awesome
here.
couple.
But
Yeah.
we were all like this, like we were getting money off Reverb Nation or something. But it was really how many each of us listened to our own songs.
Yeah, really.
That's really what it was.
Put this on your phone and play it
Yeah,
all night.
I'd be like, play this all night long. But and we I hit you up and you said, well, man, I would, man, but I'm a family man. I got kids. That started us talking, right?
Yeah.
And then the first time we met, I think we went to the studio. Like but it was like we knew each other because we talked a lot all the time. You know what I mean? Like
all the time.
we felt like you had kids, I had kids. I was going through some stuff at that time.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people didn't know.
Trouble.
Yeah, troubled marriage, troubled time. A lot my fault, a lot of her fault, a lot of everybody's fault. But and we did the Push and Hope song. Was the first time I think we met face to face, maybe.
Yeah.
And then
You
the
picked
night
me up in that minivan, bro.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then there was like Night on the Crown. Then we just hit a friendship. But really, so that was the music thing. Our friendship was going. But fast forward, when I was going through a lot of stuff, I had the kids all the time, and I had nobody to babysit them.
Yeah.
And because I didn't know nobody here, I didn't have a brother, cousin, sister, mother. I was by myself.
Right.
I didn't even have any friends, really. And I remember you would meet me and watch the kids, and then I would come and pick them up later. And that was when you guys were living in North Fort Myers.
Yep.
And so that kind of started our other friendship where you knew what was going on in the back scenes, but nobody did. Yeah, remember? And so we would have conversations on the phone.
You guys are like brothers.
Yeah, long at night, like David and
brother,
Jonathan, we hit it like
That's
from
why I
the
tell
very
everybody.
beginning. And so that stuff, I don't forget that kind of stuff. Because that was also a time I had met some Christian people. We won't say your name, a lot of them. We'll keep that out of the thing. But they were saying stuff about me because they only knew, they didn't even know me that well. I just came around and, I was getting a divorce. John and I were talking. So you guys were like the very beginning of John and I. Because like she even picked the kids up from you a couple times. And then the friendship, then our friendship as couples just started going. And now it is, 18 years later?
And one thing I have to say
Something
is
crazy,
that remember
17
even
years
when
is a long
like
time.
anytime we were separating going through it, both of them would check on us and never said a bad word about the other.
Now,
like never. It
I
was
remember
never.
this. Out of all the people when John and I was split up, Rochelle is probably still one of the only people that she's still friends with around because even though what was going on, nobody sided up.
No.
You were still my boy. If I seen you, we still were the same. If you seen Jahnna, you guys were still the same. There was no like, hey, and neither one of us was doing what we were supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? But what happened was you guys did what real friends did. Hey, I love both of them.
Yeah.
They're both in the wrong.
Yeah.
Hopefully this works out because it sucks because without the four of us, it's not the four of us. You know, you
Yeah.
bring some other dude around.
Yeah.
Jarila's going to be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I'm not
David's
gonna
my,
feel that.
he ain't going to do, and Rochelle's going to be like, that's not my girl. You know?
Man, we knew that y'all loved each other, and we even talked about that. I said, "This ain't right, man. It ain't right. I don't like seeing them like this, and I know it ain't right. I just knew it wasn't right.
Yeah,
bro.
and so did God. And thank God. Look what who would have thought? You know, we went through divorce papers, went through, and God had another plan. So if you're out there in the middle of something, maybe you got friends that are on the brink of divorce or split up or not doing. Don't side up, just side with Jesus. And that means just like pray for them and love them and meet them where they are. Because when something works out, there was friendships that were ruined because people said stuff they shouldn't have said.
Yep.
Right.
Some of it true, some of it not true, some of it gossip. And John and I ended up back together, and you know, I had to pray
It's like
to not smack
I
him.
heard this morning in a song. It said, "You can't put the bullets back in the gun."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, once they're out, they're out.
That's so
That's
true.
good.
I like that.
Words are bullets.
Yeah.
I remember that song.
That's so true.
But Jarila's got a big catalog of rapping. He's probably
man.
hands down one of the most underrated rappers in this area that doesn't get
appreciate
the
that.
due. But he always gets it from me. But I'm saying, I think sometimes he's gotten looked over. You know, I think personally.
Like you have.
Well, yeah, that's probably why we always get together.
It just happens,
you know.
right?
I think we're too real sometimes, and people can't handle that. That's what I think. We don't follow the bill,
is
or
what
we're
it
not
is.
fake. You know what I mean? If we're
Yeah.
going through it, we're going through it, right?
Yeah. I do it for a purpose.
Yeah.
Man. I mean,
That's
shoot.
right.
That's it. So going through that, you know, we were. That's how our friendship started. It went through. John and I split up. We all stayed friends. You went through some things. Rochelle talked to us. I mean, we all have been like misfits. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not a perfect marriage. There's not a perfect Christian. I don't care. They may portray they are, but they're struggling too. But one thing, you've always been my boy, bro. Like we could go
Likewise.
6 months without talking, but but he knows when I call and start going, all right, bro, I'm trying to get a hold of you. You better call me back. Don't tell me you didn't see this.
I don't want to hear your phones, bro.
I don't want to hear your phones, bro.
No
and then all of a
excuses,
sudden
bro.
I'll get a call. Hey, bro, what's up? You know, he knows I want to talk to him if I start blowing him up, and vice versa, man. So I just want to thank you for always being my friend from the beginning. You know, I love you, dude.
Love you too.
And
man.
same for Rochelle. You know what I mean? Because I still don't have a lot. We went through it. Like you seen me up here, and you seen me down there, and up and down, and you always loved me. So, and vice versa.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
I've always loved you.
Yeah.
So
There's real friendship.
let's get this crying out of the way. All right,
Man,
hey.
So crazy.
I wanted to say one thing, man.
Yeah.
Is when I was going through it, bro. Like even with money, bro. You never would just give me money. You would give me an opportunity to work or do something. You know what I mean?
Feel good
And I
about
appreciate
yourself.
that. You know what I mean? Because, bro, and you've never been a yes man in my life. You know what I mean? Never been no yes man. So I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, that's
for
because
real.
I love you. I see your
I love
potential.
you,
You know,
man.
I always say we're our own worst enemies.
Ooh.
Even me, man. Even like people think, oh man, your podcast doing good. I battle with one that's like, do we really want to go do this? You know what I mean? Because we can't see ourselves like other people see us.
Right.
Sometimes, and definitely how Jesus sees us. You know what I mean?
I wish I could.
Yeah,
man.
and you're going to, bro. You know what I mean? Like I always encourage you, like get in that studio, bro. Do some songs, and then
So
you'll make some
talented.
heat. Do them songs, bro, because you're so talented, bro. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that.
Just hands down. So, all right, now let's get into your guys' story. Now,
Get into real.
I know the story because told you, but I like the first thing that Jarila said on the school bus when he met
Yes,
you, and I said this
love
the other
this.
day because I remember this from your story.
Oh wait, and I gotta interject too. This is the only
We
couple
ain't in court.
that
You
we
got to
would-
interject.
that
just
we
say-
would take on our anniversary because that's how much we love.
Oh
them.
yeah,
But
we went out to
celebrated
eat. It took
anniversary,
you
and we'd
guys
be
out
like,
to eat on
"Let's
our
go,
anniversary.
guys."
I'm like, we got some. What? Let's
I mean,
see.
real friends.
We're like, what friends do we got? We don't really got many. Just Jarila and Rochelle. Who else? Ding ding. That's great. But so
crazy.
let me hear
I
your
love
story of how. I want to hear your story of how you, because you guys been married what? How long?
24 years.
24
Man,
years.
come
Just
on.
kids, man.
In January.
Wow.
I love this day.
25 in January. Can we all celebrate on your anniversary?
Yeah, man.
Melting
right,
pot.
Right?
No, yeah, we know the melting pot. Melting pot. We love it,
Yeah.
but it's not enough food for Diamond. She goes to Burger
She
King
went to Burger King
after the
after
melting pot. It was so funny when they were on there. She was like, I know, told Eric, I feel bad. You know how much that had to cost?
And then, she was like, we should be giving y'all money.
I love it, man. I
her,
love
dude.
Diamond and C. Shout
Yo, I
out to
love
them.
them.
I'm proud to
Yes.
see them really getting back to God,
Yes.
too, and doing what they're
Yo,
both two talented
I always
people.
believed in their marriage.
I
bro.
remember from the very
Always.
beginning, you
Yes.
standing outside talking to C's.
I told
night.
him, bro. I was like, look, I know y'all are supposed to be together.
Yeah,
I even told him on the phone. I was like, yo, bro, I don't care what nobody else says,
that's
dude.
right.
I said, when I prayed about it, that's what I seen.
That's
That's
right.
right.
And yo,
They're
Man,
awesome.
they're
Another
awesome.
fruit of the very beginning, just real people, man, you know, being through
Super
it.
real.
So 24 years, how many kids?
5.
5 kids. I
Five
mean, you've had kids. You're like the only guy I know with as many kids as me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and dealt with it. Like I remember us trying to have a conversation, and your kids are crying and talking, and my kids are crying and talking.
I
And
remember
we're
that,
like, get
man.
outside.
Yeah.
Shut up, Jackson. Why
Dude,
you
I
crying?
remember that.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, we're
Yeah.
trying to have a serious, godly conversation in here. I'm like, hold on, I'll call you back. You motherfucker. Anyway, I believe Jesus is telling us.
Yeah.
Right? Because
Yeah.
people don't know
Mm.
until you have all them kids around, the stress. People think they're going to get married, have kids, and they're going to be more in love than ever.
No.
Yeah.
So tell us your story.
Ooh-wee.
Rochelle, you tell us when you first met Jarila, how it started, and then I want to hear Jay's.
Well, it was 1997.
Oh, my
So
goodness.
we were
That's when Bree was
freshmen
born.
in high school.
Yeah.
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 And I
Freshman,
remember
yeah.
him walking on the bus the
No.
first day of school.
Listen, y'all, here's game. Listen.
What's up, my peoples?
My people.
I only knew a
My
few people on that
people.
bus.
So
Yeah.
I said that the other day, didn't I?
T-shirt.
What was he wearing?
Bone
Bone
Thugs.
Thugs and
He,
Harmony
he loves
t-shirt.
Bone
What's
Thugs and
up, my
Harmony.
people?
What's up, my peoples?
Oh,
Yeah.
That
that's
was his
so
pickup line.
Yep.
And
what
so,
were you thinking? What were you thinking?
run.
You're like, who is this clown?
I knew who he was from middle school.
Right.
Oh,
You know.
so did you think he was cute?
No, I mean not in middle school. He
Don't
wasn't
feel
my-
bad, man.
You know,
I don't.
I
He's like, I got
I
it
wasn't
now.
her first choice either.
She's in denial, bro. She always thought I was.
I did. No, I do. But you know,
Said
you
she
just
did
we were different
You were
in
kids,
middle school.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
he
we
was
were
popular.
different.
I
Oh,
was
yeah.
shy. I kept to myself.
Yeah.
He was the ladies' man.
Oh.
As far as you
Wow,
know, the
chicka,
word.
wow,
Yeah, there you go.
Him and his peoples.
So yeah.
Me and my people. And the only reason I really said that is because I seen her. I was
Right.
like, man, that girl
I'm
is
gonna go
pretty,
back to
bro. Yo,
What
yeah.
do I say, right?
I seen her sitting by one of my friends. This one girl.
Mhm.
My
And,
bestie, yeah. She
her
was actually
bestie.
she
Like
was
him.
in love
Shout
with
out Heather
him.
and
Are you
Scotty.
serious?
What's up?
Yes, I was trying to hook those two up.
Oh,
Because she at that time years ago,
I
yeah.
see.
Yeah.
I see. Didn't work out.
No, it didn't.
So
I
how
didn't
long
know.
after my peoples did you guys start like talking?
Well-
or was it like subtle at the dance?
Man,
At the
I'm old school, so I wrote her a note.
I love the note.
You know,
she can't.
and
read
not
my
only
notes.
that, but she was
Yes,
the
I can.
only girl that I couldn't go up to and talk to. I didn't know why.
Really?
For
She
real,
made you
dude.
nervous?
Crazy.
Yeah, real nervous. Seriously, ask anybody that knew me back then.
And
It
I
was-
hate
wow.
roller coasters.
man.
Remember that song?
Up and down.
Another one of our
Oh,
songs.
I
Remember?
yeah.
love that one.
Bro, I just downloaded that album again.
Man,
on
I
my
need
phone.
it, bro. I go on YouTube and can find them sometimes. But
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
that was such a great
finally,
song, guys.
remember the performance we did with Jordan Copus?
oh gosh, a long time ago. We were talking
we did
about
Fire.
that.
Shout
was
out
nice.
Jordan Copus.
How's he doing?
Jordan.
Love you, Jordan.
He quit doing music
Really?
to focus on being a father, man.
Yeah.
So
Hey.
shout out to him, bro.
Yup.
Shout out
For
to
real.
Jordan.
He's a good kid, talented kid.
Yeah,
I love
another
that guy.
talented kid.
Yeah,
Mhm.
always believed in that. Dude.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
good dude. Yeah, one time we were all broke.
We were just talking about this.
Back,
Do you
we're
remember?
getting off subject, but it doesn't matter. We'll get back
Dude.
We got
on.
lots of
Dude.
stories.
Here's we
That
got
was
so many.
crazy.
Here we are. We wasn't in the best financial place.
No.
John
None
and
of
I.
us. No.
Neither were you guys. And we get paid to rap, and we all give our money to Jordan,
To Jordan, so
To
you can get back
Jordan.
home.
so he can get back home.
home.
Because another show, not that show, but another show, he didn't get any money. We won't say who you are.
But that shows you guys'
Yeah.
character.
But we were
That
like,
shows your
hey,
heart.
dude, we live here. We're here.
Yeah.
And we both needed that, whatever it was, $250 a piece or whatever it
Yeah,
was.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when you do music like us, you don't get paid a whole lot.
You know what broke my heart, and I have to say this, is that the other people that were hosting that show that he did knew his situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what got me, bro.
Yeah.
But
and
look, guys, God made a way.
He
through
did.
you
Yep,
two.
God made a way.
That's all that matters.
But
man.
that was where we're always. That's where we're a lot alike, bro. We're like we ain't even we ain't who are we? We shouldn't even be here. That's how we always felt. So we're like, here, we'll give it to them.
Yeah, bro, that was a lot of
Another,
money, dude.
and we were just talking about that. We were just going over the things like, remember when we? I remember me and JD both were like, I could really use that money.
I remember
man.
being out in the parking lot. Yeah.
And we had to tell you guys, we're like, hey, we're giving our half.
Because I remember whenever you had
surprise
said
us.
it, you looked at me and you were like, I know you feel how I feel.
Right.
Yeah.
You're
And I was
like,
like, yeah, I know, man.
I
But
know, but I could really
his
use.
situation is, you know,
Yeah.
he has to get home to his wife and kids.
And we're
Yeah.
like, here you
You know.
go. So that other ministry will be there Sunday. We want that money.
Take a chance.
It's Christmas time. We'll be there. We're gonna need reversed on that 500.
Had that bread on the plate when I
That's
walk
right.
in.
No, but that's our heart though. That's how we do it, man.
That's what I love about
That's
you.
how
And
you're
that's-
supposed to be, man.
You know, and we ain't saying that bragging. We're just saying, I'm just saying we were in agreement on it because
Heart
we
condition.
both knew, you know,
Amen,
that's
yeah.
and that's our heart,
Yeah.
you know. Okay, so now
Back to the
you
story.
come on. What did you thought she was pretty and she made you
Yeah.
not be able to
And
talk?
I swear, bro, that she had on this dress the first day, but she says she has on what, khaki pants or something?
You
Nah.
remember what you were
See,
It
wearing?
was in
see
your
what I'm
mind,
saying?
bro.
It's been a
Maybe,
fight ever
but I
since.
seen a black dress. She had on
been
a
a
black
fight for
flowery dress.
27
It had
years
flowers
now.
on it.
I was not a
And I was
dressy
just like,
girl
man,
then.
she
That was
is
a
so
vision,
pretty.
man.
Yeah. I was just like, daggone. And
Well,
then
in
I,
his mind, you was wearing
I
that dress.
guess that's okay.
I had asked my friend Heather.
I
I
had
was like,
asked
yo,
for
who?
forgiveness what Jahnna was wearing in my mind. Jesus, forgive me.
Don't surprise me at all. It's not surprise me at
Nah,
all.
but I had asked. I love to see
You found these buttons, you guys. We're
I
in
found the
trouble.
buttons, but Diana been hiding them buttons on me.
Now we know, baby.
So how long was it after the bus incident, my peoples?
Well, like I said, I wrote her a note, and then
What'd the note say?
I don't remember. Basically, I think you're pretty.
I like your dress.
That you don't have on.
You know, do you feel the same way about me? Something, you know,
Circle
somewhere
yes
along
or
those
no.
lines.
It
Check
was
the
probably,
box.
Yep,
if
check
I know
the
your
box.
lyrical skill, it was something poetic.
Oh,
I
yeah.
tried
It
to
was,
be.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, yeah.
And she never called me that day, and I'm like, what the heck? So I called up her
Maybe she was
best friend,
grounded.
our best friend Heather, and I was like, yo, Heather, what's up with your girl, man? Why ain't she calling me? And she goes, well, did you give her your number? And I said, I gave it to you. Did you give it to her? She goes, yes. I said, well, then she's got my number, dude. Why ain't she calling me? I don't know. Maybe she don't like you. And I was like, well, she's always with you. What do you mean?
Yeah, but you didn't ask her?
Well, she said she was going to call you. And I'm like, oh, man, you know, what the heck, dude?
Yeah.
I don't have her number. So I'm just sitting around waiting. I'm like, I'm with one of my homeboys. And he's all like, just go over there, bro. She lives streets away, you know, because she lived like 2 streets away
Right.
from me.
Back in the simple days, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Real, bro.
You just ride your bike over.
That's-
And
that was it?
my dad was always telling me to find a girl that's close because he used to hate taking me to my girlfriend's houses all the time.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
my girlfriend's house.
Bro.
How many girlfriends did you have?
It's hard back in them days.
I'm telling
Boom,
you.
boom, boom, boom.
He was like, whose house now?
Crossroads.
Yeah, that's my dad, bro. He'd tell you, he's like, whose house you going to now?
Told you he was popular.
He was
Oh, yeah.
popular
Oh,
back in
yeah.
the, what was this, Bonita?
Bonita.
Bonita
The main
Springs.
streets of Bonita Springs.
Bonita. I love Bonita, man.
But you're from Texas, right?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, you're from Florida, right?
Mm-hmm.
Florida
Hey,
girl.
get
Yeah,
this.
they're both Florida
But we were I was born in Naples. She was born in the same hospital as me.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Same doctor, same room.
Really?
No, not all that.
You little liar.
no.
I was like, whoa.
But it was the same
Same
hospital.
umbilical cord?
Same doctor, same room.
Same hospital, 8 months later. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wow.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
8 months and some days.
Are you lying?
No, for
Okay.
real.
He's
Check
telling
it.
the truth. I guess.
She always tells people I'm older than her, but
You
it's 8
are
months and
older
a
than
few
me.
days.
Right.
Oh,
Whatever.
that's like this one. I gotta hear.
Just
that.
until December 23rd is her birthday. So everybody
day,
shout
yeah,
her
Oh,
out.
I
day
know.
there.
It's
after
on my
Jackson.
calendar.
Yep, you're on there.
Yep.
I seen it on there. We got the same schedule.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you're in your marriage right now and you got a communication problem, I won't say your guys' names either. I'm gonna keep a lot of stuff off
Get
of
on
here.
the schedule.
It's always funny when people after I do these, they go, "Hey, bro, you talking about me?"
They feel
I'm like, evidently, if you're feeling
Are
it.
you feeling
But
it?
and most of the
Eric.
time, it's not even them, just so you know.
No, right.
Sometimes it's nobody. I just made it up. And sometimes it is somebody. But
There
He
you
likes to
go,
mess
yeah.
with people.
no, but our schedule is
Everything's
the same
linked.
thing. And if she doesn't put it on there, sometimes if we put it on wrong, we mess up. But it
Yeah.
really saves so many arguments and mishaps
Oh
from
my
us running
gosh.
our schedule like that.
Yeah.
So communication in marriage is key because marriage works 100% of the time if you do it God's way.
Hmm.
And they'll tell you.
Amen.
There goes my public service announcement for Marriage Today, XL Marriage.
Yeah, yeah.
Public Broadcasting
So
Network.
Yeah.
now you guys start so do you ride the bike over there or what happens, pal?
No, I did not ride the bike
No.
over there. She did call me the next day, and well, it was the nighttime.
Oh, so
She's
you
making
broke.
you
You
wait.
gotta make it sweat them out.
You
yeah,
gotta make
this
'em
girl
wait.
made me sweat. I
See
say
what I
send me a
mean, bro? She
picture.
was
Can't just
different,
be-
dude.
You got to be different.
I used to tell
Usually
John to
when I
send
get-
me a picture and send me a picture of her whole family. Her dad, mom, the
You
kid.
didn't
I'm like,
specify, you just
I
said
want
a
a picture,
picture.
girl.
I'd be like, so if you asking me, you asking everybody else. So here we go.
I want
I'm
you
gonna put on my
solo.
Amish dress.
So how do you start talking? What happened? She called you.
Yeah, and I was like,
What's up?
What's up, Shody?
no. A matter of fact, I think Heather had gave me her number
So you called.
because I kept bugging
Oh.
Heather. That's what it was. Heather, I kept bugging Heather,
The
so she was
girl.
like,
So long. So much has happened.
so I called her, and I was like, hey, and she goes, hey, and I was like, this is JD, and she goes, yeah. And I'm like-
sounds like
So
Rochelle.
friendly.
I'm
Sounds
like,
like Rochelle.
man, dude, I'm not used to that.
Yeah.
I'm not. I wasn't. So I'm like, what the heck, bro? And I was like, is it true that you want me to have your number? And she's like,
She's like, evidently you got it, stalker.
she's like, what? And I was like, is it true you want me to have your number? She goes, well, you got it, right? And I was like, oh my goodness, dude.
See, these are all fine little details.
Like she was hard as a rock, bro. But I'm like,
She's playing hard to
usually I
get.
would be like, all right, whatever.
I got time for it. Something
I ain't got
different.
no problem. You know,
All right,
something
attitude.
but then I don't know what it was, bro. I don't know what it was. But something attracted me to her, dude. And I was
Mhm.
just like, I just
It was
couldn't get her out
God.
of my mind ever since
Yeah.
that day, dude. And I was just like, she's got to be my girlfriend.
It's gotta be.
And I remember
4th,
we had went-
1997.
We weren't really together, but we were just hanging out
Talking,
because
like
she was
talking.
like, let's just hang out, you know, whatever. So I was like, all right, cool. So we went to this one dude's house, and we were all chilling there. And this one guy gets up to leave, and he's shaking everybody's hand, you know, whatever. He grabs her hand and kisses her hand.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this fire came over me, dude. And I
It
was
was a gangster rap era.
like,
too.
how am I? And I kept thinking to myself, how am I in love with this girl
Already.
already? Why
Right.
am I feeling like this? Any other time, I'd just
You'd be like, whatever.
Whatever,
dude."
bro.
It put fire on me, dude.
Yeah.
I hated that guy from that day on.
That's in the marriage law. That's the law of possession.
For real,
See,
bro.
a lot of
Like,
people,
yo.
a lot of
real,
people
bro.
think jealousy is bad.
Open
but,
that bad
but
boy.
actually, God says what? I'm a what? Jealous God, right?
Right.
So good jealousy is good. It protects the integrity of the relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I
Got
mean?
collagen.
That's, uh-oh. Kiki's getting on
Come
that
on,
clean
Kiki.
cause.
Go Shody.
50% of net profits go to support drug
You
addiction.
like it,
We love
don't
it.
you?
They're good, right?
I thought you
Yeah.
drank that over.
They're
there.
Oh,
healthy
no.
for you, too.
My goodness.
Yeah, look at them drinking that
Look,
clean.
50% of the profits go back to recovery.
Yo, that's
drug
what's up,
recovery,
man.
which is right down
That's
our
awesome.
alley. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Shout out
And it's
Clean Cause.
and
It's
it's
good. No
like,
jitters.
you know me, I was an energy drink junkie.
No
those
crash.
things.
Me
No
too.
crash.
No crash.
It's yerba mate. It's organic. It's healthy energy, jitter free.
Yeah, girl.
I swear by them, bro. I drank a lot.
Making
I
lips
drink a lot
bugger.
of them, man.
I need to get on this, man,
Yeah.
because
I'll send you the link if you order some. Get a little discount. And
Yeah,
hope,
yeah, yeah,
whatever,
for
man.
real.
They're good.
Dude,
I
they're
gotta
good,
do
guys.
You can buy them at Whole Foods. Like, I don't know if they only have certain ones there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Online, you can choose all of
Whatever
them, and
you
they
want.
come
Dude,
quick.
they have
Yeah,
grape,
let's set it up.
strawberry, and an orange one.
Yeah, she loves it.
Lemon.
Yep.
All
You
right.
got a new customer, Clean Cause.
That's right, Clean Cause. You hear that?
You got Jarila.
Jarila Rakiki.
Show.
So now you guys are talking September 4th, 1997.
Yeah, yeah.
I won't tell you where I was, but so September 4th, 1997, you guys start talking for real, boyfriend, girlfriend.
Yeah, I went to her house. We watched the MTV award, the music awards, and I had her up under my arm, and I'm thinking, daggone, man, this is
I did it.
beautiful.
Right.
And then she's all telling me, I'm asking her about her music taste, and then she says she likes country music.
There
I'm
you go.
like-
Good girl.
I was like, what in the world is this?
She was country before country was
a
cool.
country girl. I've never had no country girl.
That's
dude.
why she's different.
I didn't know about rap.
She was
till
different.
now.
And I was
And
like,
this
yo, you
guy
ever heard
was-
Bone?
yeah,
She's
right.
like, who?
He loves this
Exactly.
guy loves
Who?
Bone Thugs and Harmony, hands down. This guy
Always.
loves
Oh,
Bro,
I don't listen to a Bone Thugs song. If I hear it come on, it makes me
Think of
think of
him.
Jerila.
man, they I love Bone.
That was
Shout
your
out
era.
Bone Thugs. man.
How old are you, Jerila? You're how old are you now?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm 21.
Well, you look
Nah,
good.
nah, I'm 43.
43.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
yeah,
you're a
'cause
little
I already
you're-
had 2 kids and
yeah.
was married.
you're a little
You guys
bit
are just me.
younger than me because I'm 51. So your
You
era
don't look
of
like
music.
it. See, that's why we are brothers, bro.
That's right.
We got that in our. We got some Jesus in our DNA,
Yeah,
bro.
buddy.
It's something.
For sure.
That's it.
I
God's
told
gotta
my
keep us
son that the
around.
other day. He was like, he said something about getting a cold or something. I said, I can't. He goes, why? I said, because I got the DNA of Jesus in me. He goes, so
Right.
that means I got it too. I said, well, yeah.
Yeah, speak it out. You gotta walk it.
Come on, bro.
Hey man, more people did that. They
Come
wouldn't be
on,
feeling sick
dude.
all the time. It's what you speak and say.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I was the worst about it.
Yeah.
We're broke again. I know this car's gonna break.
Mm.
I mean, even John and I were talking about something. Well, we're not going to get to go here. I go, not with that attitude.
Yeah, he
And
did.
same thing. I'm like, we got to
Called
speak.
me
They
out.
need us there. That's why we're going there,
Yeah.
right?
Sometimes I just like to be real.
Yeah.
I was like, it's probably not gonna
But
happen.
sometimes I'm being real. They need me there.
Yeah.
So now, how long before you guys get married? What year did you get married?
We were together for 3 years.
Okay.
Wow.
And I asked her on our 3rd year anniversary, and we used to live in a camper outside of her mom's
Mhm.
house. And yeah, I remember just walking in. We was gonna go to breakfast. I was like, all right, I'll meet you in the camper in the morning because I slept at my house
Mm.
and she slept in the camper. So then I came over and I got on one knee and she goes, what are you doing?
What are you doing right now?
And I said, yo, I gotta have you forever.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
Like, gee whiz.
Gee
I
whiz.
couldn't see, you know, when I looked in the future, I couldn't,
couldn't see your life
her
without her.
it.
Right.
I just didn't want to.
That's
That's
crazy.
how you knew.
Because after John and I became, I couldn't see my life without her. When we were split up, I couldn't. I'm like, gosh. I mean, even though I would be mad at her or whatever happened, I'm like, I can't see my life without her. Right? You know what I mean? Like, I really couldn't see it. And people be like, bro, go on. And telling her the same thing. You know
They
what I
don't
mean?
know, bro.
You guys are
Yeah,
bad
but man,
for
when
each
you're
other.
heartbroken, you're
but when you're
heartbroken.
heartbroken, it don't matter who's in your life, what drugs in your life, how much money they have. I mean, Jonna could have went and been with somebody probably a lot. She wouldn't have to move pool tables, you know what I mean? But he ain't
Right.
me, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's
And,
right.
and vice versa, whatever, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So when you got to have that person and you can see that,
Oh yeah.
there's no turning back and
Yeah.
weathering the storm. So how long were you married before you had the first baby?
She was pregnant before.
Right.
Before
We
I
were
got married.
Before you got
5
married.
months.
Oh my gosh. What is going on the Relentless
See,
Hope Podcast?
when my first son found
That's
that
a
out,
joke.
when
Right.
he found that
Oh,
out,
he got on you.
Was he mad?
he was like, well, I thought you had to be
Just in his
married
mind.
before
Right.
you had kids.
And you said
we
you
were
do.
married before we had kids.
Yeah.
And I said, yo, we planned on getting married
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
And my mom always told me, shout out mom. She was
Shout out
like,
Mom.
I love your mom and your dad.
Yeah.
yeah, dad.
They're both good people.
He said,
And they
yeah,
love
he's
pizza.
in,
And they love Pizza King.
Yeah.
Not everybody knows about Pizza King,
Oh.
but they did that Sir
Oh,
Pizza because
yeah,
they
bro.
know
Sir
from
Pizza,
Indiana,
yeah.
right? Aren't they from Indiana or something?
My dad is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he knows
they knew
about
about
Pizza
it.
King. I
Yeah.
remember because we were there eating, and my mom's from Indiana, and we talked
yeah,
about it. I remember that.
yeah. See,
But
see that?
so your mom always told you what now?
She always told me to never sleep with another woman unless I knew I was gonna marry her.
Right.
Oh,
You know
smart
what I
mom.
mean? Yeah, she is
Yeah.
a smart mom.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I knew in my heart that I had to marry this woman.
And-
I knew.
He knew. So we're not advocating going and having sex before marriage,
Nah.
right? Because what you'll probably learn is that if they might have waited or something, they might have avoided some pitfalls, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
So-
Like us.
I know I've learned in my life, and I try to teach my kids, same thing. I mean, look at me, man. I had kids so young, bro. I was a kid. And, you know, when you're telling your son, hey, man, you got to wait before marriage. He's like,
Mhm.
really, dude? You have kids older than you.
Right,
Like,
yeah,
how'd you
yeah,
do
yeah,
that,
yeah,
right? You know what I mean? You and your kids went to the 8th grade graduation together. But I'm making a
Yeah.
joke. But you have to say, no, man, what I didn't
Yeah,
do. And you
man.
know what I always reflect somebody to when they say that is Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow.
Because Tim Tebow is, and you'll hear me say this on here all the time, a gangster.
For
Because
real.
Tim Tebow could have had any girl he wanted at that
Yeah.
university, and he held out for his wife, which means you can do it. But going on? You guys
It takes
already knew you
strength,
were going to
bro.
be
Boom.
married.
Yeah.
She's going to have a baby. So you were married when your baby was born.
Yeah.
Yes. He was born in May. We got married in January.
Okay. Yeah.
So, man.
Was you raised in a Christian background?
Yeah,
What-
my mom. Well,
Your whole life or on and off? Like
my
mine,
mom and
kind of?
dad. Well, my mom didn't start going back to church. She got saved when she was a kid, but
So-
she didn't start going back to church until she moved here,
And how old were you?
like 14.
Yeah. So you were already, you already
Wow.
get
I
a
was
little bit of
already
the
in
world.
that street.
Same-
I like
yeah.
the street.
Yeah,
Oh,
same
yeah.
thing with me. What about you,
Exciting.
Rochelle? You don't come from a Christian background, do you?
Mm.
Yeah. So
She didn't understand it.
so
Yeah.
okay. Now your
I just
parents
did the
been married
Sunday
your
school
whole
thing,
life,
but
though,
not-
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? So you don't know about you divorced parents. I'm sure their marriage ain't been perfect though. They've had their ups
They
and downs.
never fought in front of us.
Really? That's
Nah.
that's
No,
good,
they're-
man.
Wow.
That's
Perfect.
probably
Yes.
that's a good marriage right there.
We
That's-
never heard them argue.
Are you serious?
Not one time.
Mm-mm.
Ask my sister, bro.
Wow, that's crazy.
Shout out
Once
Tab.
you see
That's
either one of them
amazing.
get
So
mad,
even if they did
nope.
have problems, you didn't know. They
Wow.
handled it how they're supposed
Right.
to.
For real.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What about you?
My parents divorced.
Yeah, so
when I
you
was
grew up seeing a
young,
little
so
bit of
I grew
different.
up-
So
yes,
so
in a
really
Broken home.
you came from where they're still married and they had to have some Jesus. Or what about your grandparents? Were they married too? Did they come?
No.
Did they come from good marriage or no?
No, my grandpa divorced my grandma on my mom's side.
Right,
My dad's side, his dad died when he was like
right.
13.
So,
14.
Wow.
And what about yours? You don't know. You know they were
No.
they went around.
Well, no, my grandparents were
They,
together.
they were
but on
still
both
together.
sides,
That's
yeah.
kind of an
So,
old school thing
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
parents stay together.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
Yeah.
like, oh, we don't get along. You know, this, I'm out of here. You know what I mean, or whatever. So, you guys are together now. Now you're got a kid. Your kid with a kid.
Babies
How's
and
that go?
babies.
Bro, it was rough, bro. I thought that it was gonna be peaches
Yeah.
and cream. Like, oh, I got a son,
Mhm.
man.
I got a
I
baby.
can floss my son. I got
Right,
a son.
I got a
Yeah.
son.
He's so cute. Look at him.
He's a
But-
good looking kid.
Yeah, man. He is.
He is.
He really is. He's
But you
doing
got to
great,
feed
too.
him. You got to put diapers
oh
on
my
him.
goodness. Yes, and he was ornery too, bro. And I knew he was gonna be because of me.
All right.
And
Baby.
sorry, mom.
Sorry, mom.
But yeah, man. I thought it was gonna be peaches and cream, bro, but it wasn't, man. It was rough because not only that, but it was putting strain on our marriage.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Young, naive.
Bro,
Yeah.
not only
Oh,
that,
yeah.
You don't know
We all
about
did.
life.
You know,
I remember
still trying
I
to-
remember
Oh.
having a conversation with her over the phone. I had stayed at my parents' house one night and we were only together for like a year. Then we were married for a year then. And she stayed at the house with Justin. And I remember having a conversation with her and she goes, "We never got to live our lives. We got
Oh.
married so young."
Mm.
And dude,
Yes, you're
it
You
16.
didn't
put
get
a-
to find out who you
no,
were.
and it was
Yeah.
right. It was true. And I said, yeah. And it hit me in the heart. I was thinking, she don't see herself with me no more, dude. And it broke my heart, bro.
Mm.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I was just like, hey, what do I do, bro?
Yeah.
You know, what can I do? So I had to look in the mirror.
Mm.
Oh, that's good, man.
Yeah.
And now,
Mhm.
when was this?
This was a year after we were married.
Right.
I know she blocks this stuff
Yeah,
out of her
but
mind,
no,
bro.
but that's real
Yeah.
life stuff because she's a kid. She don't know, and then everything's hitting
Now you have a
guys,
baby, and now you
now
have
you-
And I understood what
responsibility.
and
she was
money
saying, bro.
and time, and you
Yeah.
don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she was right. She
Now-
was right.
So you're living in the camper,
Mm-hmm.
and now when do you guys get your first place? You think?
Right after we got married, we used the money that we got from our wedding,
Mhm.
and we got our first little duplex.
There you go. Now
Yeah.
you're
So
off
now
and
you
running.
grown.
Now we're off and running, man.
And now, did you start going to hair school, or how? What was
I
the
didn't.
early years?
No, hair school didn't start. Justin was about 3.
Okay,
Wow.
so
Didn't figure out what
Yeah.
I wanted to
what
do.
you want to do?
Yeah.
And what was you
About
doing? Just
doing-
taking a job wherever, doing
Restaurants
whatever,
mostly,
whatever,
landscaping,
whatever
stuff
you
like
could
that.
do to work. Just being a kid
See
trying to
what you
make
gotta
money
do.
and take care of a family,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah,
That's what we all do. We
yeah,
don't figure it
yeah.
out.
It's not I wanted to do,
Yeah, well, no.
You just needed to
And-
but
pay
it did
bills.
teach me cooking skills.
Yeah.
God knew what He was doing, with
Yeah,
me,
you
man.
break it out.
You know,
And now
my
you're doing
landscaping
kind of stuff
skills.
too.
I could take care of my own home.
Yeah,
on,
bro,
man.
look
Good
at
with the
you.
yards.
No.
You're good with the
He's
yards,
good with
baby.
the yards, bro.
Good with
Yo.
the yards. That's
Hit
cool,
me
man.
up,
So,
man.
so now you got how soon before the next child?
2004.
Okay. So you get married in 97
Yeah,
or
we got-
together in 97.
Get
Married in
May
2000.
2000.
Yeah.
Baby's born in 2001, 2000,
He was born in
2000.
2000, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a few-
May
So,
2000,
so 3 years later, basically, you get pregnant.
Yeah,
Yep.
right,
And
right.
which is pretty long. It didn't,
Yeah,
like the Bay and
right.
Jackson are like
Nice.
bang bang,
Mhm.
same thing.
Yep.
So, well,
Bang, bang.
y'all need to go
Bang,
to
bang.
church on Sunday and
Bang,
get
bang.
saved, silly Santa. Christmas is for Jesus. But
I like that, bro.
hey, the
Right,
Relentless
right.
Hope Podcast, you never know what you're going to get,
Never
man.
know.
I
I
tell them,
love it, bro.
if you're tuning in for your normal Christian podcast, this probably isn't it.
This
You're
ain't it,
tuning
man.
in for some real people that love Jesus and walk through real life.
Here we are.
This is the one for you.
Yeah.
All right, so you got any questions, babe? Because I'm taking over.
No,
Is there anything
you're
you
doing
want to know? Am I
fabulous.
doing good?
No.
Okay. I don't want to get yelled at. I don't want to get
Love it.
yelled at.
Sounds like you.
Yeah, no.
You're doing
All right.
so good.
So
You go,
now
boy.
you got another baby coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, I had a DUI. I got a DUI March of that year. He was born in November.
Mm-hmm.
So I got arrested. I remember I had to go to counseling, and I'm talking to the counselor one-on-one, and she was like, "You're not supposed to be here. I can feel it." And
Yeah.
I was like, "I'm
It's like they
stupid.
said
I
it,
made
you
a
know, like-
mistake. Yeah.
I made a mistake." And she
Right.
goes, "What can we do to get you out of here early?" And I was like, I'm thinking,
Wow,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
And then she was like,
Getting
you know,
favor.
yeah. So we went on with, whatever. And then a couple classes later, she seen me writing. And she was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Just writing a song." And she goes, "You care to share with us?" And it was
Oh.
about addiction, bro.
Right.
Man,
Wow.
I had this old man crying, bro. I didn't rap it. I
Wow.
just read it like
Right,
a
right. Just
spoken
read it.
word.
Yeah.
And bro, he broke down crying, dude. And she talked to me after. She says, "I want to talk to you after." She goes, "This will be your last day in here since you did that." She goes,
Wow.
"I'm gonna write you off." It was like
She
4
had the
weeks,
power to
bro.
do that?
Yeah.
Wow, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
They always try to keep me in there longer.
And the next
Because I
day,
love you so much.
the next day was like drug testing day,
Yeah.
and I had
Oh, you
so
have been
God
dirty.
looked out for me, bro. You
Right.
could
You
say
had
what you want.
favor.
You could say what you want, but my mama was praying for me, dude.
Right.
Yeah.
And I wasn't supposed to be there, regardless
Wow.
of my stupidity.
Right.
He
You're a
saw
kid,
out
man.
for me,
We all
bro.
make mistakes, man.
Yeah.